Nader, my trip to the desert by Nader. Last weekend, we went on a trip to the desert. I woke up early and made myself a breakfast. Then I got dressed. I put on my clothes and looked at myself in the mirror. I put on a hat and sunglasses to protect myself from the sun. As a desert, we met our guide and rode with him on our camels. My sister took this photo of herself with her camel. That night we cooked ourselves dinner on a fire. After dinner, when it got cold, we sat by the fire to keep ourselves warm. Around the World in 80 Days by Jules Verne. In 1872, the writer Jules Verne read a newspaper article about a new railway line across India. It gave him a great idea for a book. He wrote a story about a British man called Phileas Fogg. He takes a challenge to travel around the world in just 80 days. This sounds easy today, but at that time there were no cars or planes. Fogg's plan. London to Suez, Egypt, by train and ship in about 7 days. From Suez to India by ship within 13 days. From India to Hong Kong by train and ship in 16 days. From Hong Kong to Japan by ship in 6 days. From Japan to the USA by ship in 22 days. From across the USA by train in 7 days. From USA to London by ship in 9 days. Leave on the 2nd of October, return on the 21st of December. When Phileas Fogg takes the ship back to London from the USA, there is a big storm at the sea and he arrives in London 1 day late, on the 22nd of December. But he made a mistake, because he traveled east around the world. It's 1 day earlier than he thought. He completes his challenge on time. Important expressions and prepositions. Do an activity. The top of the mountain. On the way down. Fall over. Sit by the fire. Put on a hat. On time. Come out of. On holiday. At the start of the trip. Put in the correct order. It's okay. Ride on a camel. Complete the challenge. Give a great idea for. Travel around the world. Return on. Return to. Protect from. Get dressed. Go on a trip. Get cold. Across India. This sounds easy. By ship. Keep warm. 1 day earlier. Cook meal on a fire. Go around. In just 80 days. Travel on the sea. Speaking corner. Describing the weather. لما أحب أوصف الطقس أو أسأل عن حالة الطقس، إما أن أسأل عن حالة الطقس في البريزنت، أو أسأل عن حالة الطقس في الباست، أو أسأل عن حالة الطقس في الفيوتشر. لو أنا سألت عن حالة الطقس في البريزنت أكيد هيكون الجواب برضو في البريزنت، وهكذا في الباست وفي الفيوتشر. لازم يكون الكويستشن والأنسر في نفس الزمن. تعال نشوف كده مع بعض. Describing the weather. What is the weather like now? Or how is the weather now? For answer, there is fog. The weather is foggy. How was the weather yesterday? كده انت بتسأل في الباست، يبقى اكيد الاجابة بتاعتك برضه هتبقى في الباست. طب يا مستر في فوق سؤالين، what is the weather like و how is the weather. تحت how was the weather، اشمعنى واحد في الباست؟ عادي ممكن يبقوا اتنين برضه. هات نفس السؤال اللي فوق دوت اللي مش مزعلك، اللي هو مزعلك اللي هو what is the weather وخليه في الباست. يبقى
What was the weather
yesterday. What was the weather yesterday? The weather was sunny. السؤال الأخير في الفيوتشر. How will the weather be tomorrow؟ لو أنا خليته what؟ What is the weather like tomorrow؟ What is the weather like tomorrow؟ الاتنين صح. لو أنا قلت what is the weather like tomorrow أو how will the weather be tomorrow كله صح. What will the weather like tomorrow؟ The weather will be windy tomorrow. A holiday in South Africa. Last month, I saw some beautiful photos about South Africa on Facebook. I went to South Africa by plane. I had a nice time there. On Saturday, I went trekking in the mountains. The weather was sunny. On Sunday, I got to the top of the mountain. I saw dark clouds at the top of the mountain. There was a big storm, but it finished. I tried ziplining, and it was exciting. Lesson 5, Students Book page 29. A conversation between Ola and Lamia. Ola, I am really enjoying myself on our holiday. I love being by the sea. What shall we do this afternoon? Why don't we go swimming? I am not sure. Swimming is fun, but we can do that at home. I'd rather do something more exciting. Okay, how about going windsurfing? I don't know. I am not very good at windsurfing, and it's not very windy today. Okay. Not swimming and not windsurfing? I know. Let's go kayaking. Good idea. I love kayaking. لو ركزت حضرتك معايا في اللي قالته علا، I'd rather do something. I'd rather هنا جه بعدها do الفعل في المصدر. أفضل زيها بالظبط I prefer، ولكن لو أنا قلت I prefer هقول I prefer to do something more exciting. يبقى لو أنا استخدمت would rather هجيب بعدها الفعل في المصدر، أما لو قلت prefer هجيب to وبعدين الفعل في المصدر. Video script, lesson 5, students book page 29. There are many sports that people enjoy today, such as hockey, athletics, and archery. But did you know these sports and many others were first played in ancient Egypt? Very old drawings and paintings show people playing a lot of different sports. This picture is in the temple of Ramses III, shows people fencing with sticks. In fencing today, two people fight each other with swords. The ancient Egyptians also liked running. During the time of King Tahraka, there was a race of 100 kilometers. People believed that this was a test so that the king could find his best soldiers. Today, there is a race called the Pharaonic Race. This is 100 kilometers. It starts at the Hawara pyramids and finishes in Saqqara. Running is very popular today. Millions of people around the world go running every week. It's a good way to stay healthy. Some people think the ancient Egyptians played tennis because there is a town near the Nile called Tennis, and because the Arabic word for the part of the hand is راحة اليد. This sounds like the racket you hit the ball with. Sports was very important in ancient Egypt. Is sport important for you?